At that time, I was going to school to be a vet, and just seeing the things that we had to do to learn about them, it was really beginning to turn me off because I wanted them to associate happiness with me and not pain, you
Oh,
know.
yeah.
And when you don't truly have that relationship with their being, with their energy,
Yeah.
they don't know your intent, you know, and we as humans, we can't speak their language.
We are here doing our thing, burning some beautiful incense all over the place to reset those beautiful energies. Because if we don't, yeah, you know what's gonna happen.
First, I want to back up some
Yeah,
because
go
you
ahead, and I'm gonna
said
set this up here.
okay, so I'm gonna still be talking to you though. Okay,
Yes, yes.
so Jessie said something that was powerful. She said, I asked my daughter, okay, and the first thing I thought of is that us as parents, sometimes we don't realize that our children are beings too. And we can't just be doing what we want with them. We need to ask them because it's their things. So that was powerful. I love that you did that, Jessie. I love that you did that. And then the other day, on top of that, the other day I was thinking about, I actually know this morning I was thinking about it. Because, okay, if you didn't know, I'm still in the process of really, truly understanding and understanding the name that the guides have given me, the sun goddess, you know? And I'm like, okay, so what does the sun do? Okay, really? Because you know we always hear about the moon and how the moon, she's a grandma and stuff, and she giving you your taste buds and stuff, and then she
It
gives you all
helps you carry a
the
baby.
wisdom. Right. But it's like, okay, so what does the sun do? So I'm in the process of diving in deep to determine and find out, investigating. I got my Sherlock Holmes spirit on me right now to try to figure out what is the benefit of the sun. What does the sun do? And I know a couple things. Of course, our planet would be straight. We would not be here if we didn't have the sun. Okay, so I'm like, oh, that's powerful. That's awesome sauce. I see you. Okay. And then, of course, vitamin D, which we definitely need. And then also, it helps in the production of melanin. I'm like, okay. And you say I'm the sun goddess? And that's just three things I thought of off the cuff. So I'm about to do some more research and see, because I know it's got to be more. It's got to be more.
Oh, Queen. So the one thing that is coming through like a shower in
Sure,
my
I love
head
it.
is for you to spend some time with the sun. Straight up. Just go have you set your mat in the sun. That's something powerful that I have done. And I know that it will transform your mind,
Yeah,
let's say.
yeah.
So it would. So first of all, you're gonna go in there and you're gonna set the intention that you're gonna build a relationship with the sun. Like, hey boo, I see you. So, I'm sorry, I haven't acknowledged you this time, or I have, but not properly introduced myself.
There you go. I love that.
So you know who I am, I know who you are. Can we vibe, right? Oh, we're gonna vibe here, right? And then you're gonna open up the channels that Grandmaster asked you to, that meditation that we went to.
Yes.
You're gonna practice that, and then you're just gonna sit there and let the sun speak to you. And don't forget to bring your notebook.
Right.
They're saying don't forget to bring your notebook
Okay.
because it's gonna be straight fire, like straight fire. So the first time that I actually was able to connect with the sun, I was sitting there and I'm just like, da, 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 you know, like after yoga, you know, I did my thing. And then I was like, you know what? Let me do some meditating. Let me just sit here. And I was like, and then I get these subtle messages and subtle like thinking. And I was like, huh. And so then somebody just told me right away, like, you better go get yourself some notebook because this is on and popping right now. And then I was like, okay, all right. So, you know, then from there, I established that and it was pretty strong. It was as strong as closing your eyes and being there, but without getting burned.
Awesome. Wow.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you're there because he allows you to be there, but it's not so overpowering that you're like gonna, you know? Because some people picture that because, you know, the one planet that hasn't been studied by scientists because they haven't had the right equipment, they haven't, you know, boo, it's because I'm not allowing you to do so. I hold so much power that maybe you're not ready for it at this moment. But through meditation, we could definitely find out the power of the sun. We definitely can find out because he gives it to us in a way that we can take it as human beings and as vessels, depending on what we have done for ourselves. And if you're in a situation where you never had a connection with the sun, which that's what happened to me. I did, but I didn't, right? I did. I used to acknowledge, oh yeah, you're there. Where you said the 3 things that you said. Well, I knew those 3 things.
Right.
But the things that came through after me having conversation with the sun and me like really showing up for the sun and for me, so what I do in the morning is I come out of the house now and I literally bow to the sun, to the 4 corners, to all my 4 corners. So I come outside, I open the door, I open my back door and I'm like, woo.
Wow.
And this is me acknowledging all of this stuff, right? And this is me acknowledging the universe, giving the universe permission, asking the universe for permission, and, you know, just allowing it all to go through. So I hope that helps, Queen.
It does help. It does help. And what I just got with you doing the bowing, you're honoring and thanking, you know, the oneness, and you're not being disrespectful or, you know, boasting. It's just gratitude and love and honor to be in your presence, honor to know of you, to honor, to sit with you, so yes, I'm there. Okay. I'm excited. I'm excited because I know that it's a lot more than just them 3 things. It has to be. I know that it's a lot deeper, and stuff like what you said that I don't even know that I don't know because of either I wasn't given permission and or the people that when I researched it, they didn't have permission to truly know of the sun, you know. But I want that permission, and I want to just sit with and gaze and just hang out and just because it's powerful. You know, I know that it is. I know that it is. And I know that it's going to blow my mind once I begin to truly understand and develop a relationship with it and also introduce myself to it as its family member, as that I'm one with you. So, and also it's in one of the books that I've been reading with my TF, it's called The Law of One. And it's a channeled book, and it is a collective of energies that was channeled. However, the one that came through, its name was Ra. And Ra says that actually our sun is a logos, and the sun actually created the earth. So it's deep. It's deep. It's deep. So yes, I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward.
So okay, so one thing that the guys reminded me now, to all of you joining us right now, please make yourself at home, grab yourself water, coffee, tea, whatever your preference of beverage is. And come and join us here, because today we're gonna break some stuff down. You can add it to the chat. Today is get to know you, get to know us. So yesterday let's say what happened yesterday. So yesterday, if you didn't watch yesterday's live, go ahead and watch that, because yesterday's live was fire. And Andrew was talking about her traveling, so that's why she's not here. She's her travelings, and she's out in the traveling world. We're keeping track of her. We have her GPS. We know where she's at. Right. We know where she's gonna be traveling to and everything, and we cannot wait to find out later on, because we don't even know. We don't even know anymore. You know, we can set up wherever we want, but when we allow our spiritual team to do the work for us, they really blow our mind.
Okay, break that down. You said we don't know. Actually, let me break it down if you don't mind.
Yes, go ahead. Of course.
Okay. So, oh my gosh, you know how there's times where we set plans and we think we know what's happening and what's gonna happen and what we're doing and where we're going, what we're gonna eat, what we're gonna wear. So that's especially what happened to Willow, to the Divine Willow. She set plans to be there and seeing Jesse, but some change, it went all like that, you know. You're like, and then at that point you have a choice. You have a choice to make. Because even earlier when Jesse was talking about you get a download and it's bad, that's just perception. Because nothing's bad. There's no bad. There's no good and bad. It's all learning. It's all lessons. It's all leveling up and growing. So I'm so proud of our amazing Willow that she was able to meet the challenge and say, okay, I see you, universe. I'm going to sit back. I'm going to let you do what you're going to do. Let you do what you're going to do. And then when you say go, I'm going to go. Wherever you say go, I'm going to go. That's the way that we have to be at all times, or at least try to be. Because, you know, we human, we in this meat suit, and we forget who we are and what we are. And baggage comes up, or, you know, different things. That was me yesterday. I was drained like crazy yesterday. Just said, yeah.
That was me like 2 minutes before the show. So yeah.
Right. So it's okay to be like that, is what we're saying too. It's okay to, and when, you know, and not be able to take what is happening. Because, I mean, just imagine we are becoming diamonds, and with that pressure, we want to resist it sometimes. It seems overwhelming or impossible sometimes. But then try your best to get centered and grounded, so you're able to continue on the journey moving forward.
Yeah. It definitely, oh my God, Queen, like, what? Yeah, of course. What? Okay, so that was powerful in all sense of things. Yes. So allow yourself and be graceful with it. Like something comes up, all right, you know, we overreact. Like my heart gets heavy really fast. That's what happens to me. My heart gets really heavy and I'm like, whoa, okay, so I'm not supposed to be, so this is not supposed to. Then I walk away from it, take a couple of breaths. Whatever my body's asking me to do, I had to tap my body. Before I came into the show, I had to do some moon channel breathing. And if you don't know what a moon channel is, it's definitely, I had to do both. So I did both. But breathing in and holding it for a count of 8, up to 8, and then releasing it. And then doing it again and again. But you have to breathe it in all the way in, holding it, and then releasing it from the same channel. This is what clearing the channels are. So then you do it one side first. You do that 11 count. You do that 11 count. And then you do the other side and you do 11 count of that. And just doing that alone, it's like resets your whole entire body, everything, right? I also tap in places in my body And if you are on Christine's human design, she'll be here tomorrow to do more of, you know, all this stuff. We're going to ask her to briefly do something really quick. She explained it last week, but the tapping helps so much. Like when you, like, yeah, like tapping of your crown, tapping of all of this. And that's been amazing for me. And doing some body movement. I really do just body movement to the sun. You see me before, Queen. That's just me saluting the sun, you know, me being, you know, being one with the sun. And so yeah, you reset your energy, because sometimes things are out of your control. They're out of your control.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't mean to cut you off, Queen.
No,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead. No, go ahead.
I'm looking forward to Christine coming tomorrow too, because you know, I have nerve pain sometimes, and sometimes I can trigger it if I touch a certain spot, and it's right here. And this is one of the spots that you tap. I don't want nerve pain. I don't want to tap there.
So
So
when you tap into, like, it's like a slow tapping of this, and then you walk around, you go all around your body. But before you even do all of that, if you're having pain, you can do the massages with the oils. So once you're like, when you're out of the shower, you're naked, you're like, what beautiful being over there.
I'm free, you know, running around like swinging with little.
Yeah, you grab your lotion and you warm it up really good with the energy of your palm, and then you rub your body and you know, caress it, you let it know that, oh my God, because we're not focusing on the pain that is happening now, we're focusing on what the body is going to look like. So where our mind can tell the difference, right? It can't tell the difference. So if we're oh my God, you're so beautiful, what, you are feeling amazing, you're so strong, all of this. So you're speaking to it in the present moment, knowing that the healing is happening already at another quantum time. So when you do that to it, your mind doesn't know what to do, and it just allows it to get there. And that's why, Queen, that's why I love Dr. Spinaza's work. Joe's work, it's at another level. Like, I rewired my brain with that man. So yeah, that's another guide of mine.
Awesome. Well, I will definitely do that, because I already do like the heating of the hands, and I speak into the oils as well too, to ignite the oil and then put it on me. However, I wasn't actually touching those spots, like right here, right, like actually right now it's already starting to hurt. So just talking about the tapping, my arms was like So right here, all this area here. um so I will definitely talk healing and health and
Yeah.
movement and even connection, because you know your nerves is it's just a highway. So I will release any blockages and stuff like that in there.
So if you're not feeling comfortable with the touching yet, you can send the actual healing, the actual waves from here. So just put it here and breathe into it. You're breathing life to it. And you go back to it and you breathe life to it. And you go back to it and you breathe life to it. And then it eventually will allow you to go and touch it, because you're already giving it the vibration from your palm to here.
Yeah. We'll work on it.
Yeah. Let's get to know you. Let's get to know me, right?
Shoot. I mean, I say that because I mean, it's not as bad as it used to be. Because when I would talk, it would hurt it. So any type of energy or vibration, yeah, would inflame it. So I'll figure, I'll work on it. See what my limit is at that point, and yeah, because
Somebody is saying, have you tried the spiritual bath?
no, but I was just thinking about that
That's what
yesterday.
they're saying.
So, okay, I would definitely do the spiritual bath.
So we're gonna start with the spiritual bath first before we do any energy healing. So we're gonna. This is why the wild waters are here today, huh?
And it's so funny too, because this morning I was thinking about, because remember yesterday you were talking about the seven the bowls, the water bowls, and so I did a search on YouTube on healing waters or something like that, and I found some amazing videos of chants to the water, and it and they were older women, and it felt just so, it felt amazing. So I was listening to that this morning right before I took a shower. So it was perfect. It was amazing. It was really, really amazing. So water.
And this water is still speaking to us right now. So yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited for the spiritual bath of yours. That's gonna happen soon. And D, you want to ask one of the questions that we have? And if we have any questions on the chat, we'll go to that first. But if not, we'll get to one of the questions. Do you want me to ask first, or do you want to ask first?
I'm reading one of Amanda. She's talking about, okay, I don't know which one it was, but oh my God, what's her name? Tina, one of the girls on CC Plus who was showing us a Chinese medicine. And we went through our face, neck, brushing off our arms. Oh, that sounds amazing as well.
Tina, yeah, I've done that one before too.
Okay, okay. I want you to go first. Ask me a question. What do you want to know about D, girl?
Oh, let's see. So I went into my I usually go to speak to my guides in the morning after I'm brushing my teeth, blah blah blah. I either do it on the computer or whatever. So my main angel was like, "Boo, we're gonna send you some healing, and we're gonna ask you to please give us some time to figure this out." And I was like, "Oh, okay, well, I see you over there asking me all these questions and letting me know what's going on. Fine, sorry. Ooh.
Fine.
No apologies to the world. Hey, world. Okay.
Are you looking at the ones that you put in the chat?
Yeah. Oh, if you could be any animal, what would you be?
Duh, tiger. And I say duh, like my autobiography or something.
Somebody said a cheetah. She'll probably be a cheetah, but I wanted to.
I do say cheetah. I do talk about cheetahs all the time. Yes, I do talk about cheetahs. However, I don't want to be one. I've always loved tigers.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I was going to major in, was with tigers specifically. I didn't want to work with any other cat other than the tiger. And I shared with you and Angela that I've had the amazing opportunity to hang out with some cubs, some white tiger cubs, and make the noises that they make, and the cubs jumped all on me, and it was amazing. So yeah, if I could be any animal, it would be a tiger.
Wow. So what changed your mind from not being with the tigers, not hanging out with the tigers all the time?
Well, I'm glad you asked. At that time, I was going to school to be a vet, and just seeing the things that we had to do to learn about them, it was really beginning to turn me off, because I wanted them to associate happiness with me and not pain, you know.
Yeah.
And when you don't truly have that relationship with their being, with their energy, they don't know your intent, and we as humans, we can't speak their language. We can, but you have to be really sensitive and compassionate and show grace, you know, to respect them and get to know their language, you know. So that was basically the main reason as to why I stopped actually going to school to be a vet. And then I was going to go to school to be a zookeeper. However, it still just didn't. No, because a zoo is basically an animal prison. So then I just couldn't be a part of that,
Yeah.
you know. And then I had the opportunity to work at the Wichita Conservation and Rehabilitation Center. However, at that time, financially, I couldn't afford it. However, that could have been the main one that I should have done because,
Yeah.
yeah, because that's where I was there with those tiger cubs, and it was a small place. Um, the big vision was to create a place to where the animals didn't feel like they were in cages, because
Yeah.
they were in cages, and then I didn't want to go back to, you know, animal prison. I didn't want it to be there. Um, so that was basically why. That was why. Because even now, because I even wanted to own a tiger at one point, and now I wouldn't even close. That's crazy. I wouldn't want to do that. That would be selfish in my eyes now.
To take them out of their habitat, to put them in yours,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah. Because even like cats, because I domestic cats, and it's like, what is a domestic cat? I mean, you know, so it's so much that us humans do to everything else on the planet. We don't do a lot of good things.
Yeah.
We don't. We really don't. So that's why. That's why.
If I was to pick an animal, I will pick an elephant. I love elephants.
Ooh.
I love, love elephants. And the thing about elephants is that they're so amazing, they don't even know their own strength. They're
Yeah.
so amazing and mystical, and just to vibe with one. Like, I always go back to the movie Eat, Pray, Love. That movie definitely opened up my eyes, and the book too, of so many things that we can do, you know. And I was like, what? And the book doesn't no, the movie doesn't show as much as the book, because the book is amazing. Like, it goes into really, really detail, that I was like, why did they put this in the movie? You know, but it's Hollywood, they have to do what they gotta do, right? But yeah, if I was to be an animal, I will be an elephant. Um I will all if I had to pick a flying animal,
Ooh.
I will pick an eagle. Yeah, yeah.
Ooh. Okay. Okay. You didn't give me the options of.
Okay, you can do that too. You can do
I'm
that
just
too.
playing. I'm just playing.
You can do that too. Let's see.
I'm just playing. Amanda has a question for us. Also, Nicole just came on and just jumped off because she said her connection is awful today. She said it keeps skipping every other word, and so she said she'll have to catch the replay.
Okay. Thank you, Queen, for popping up in here. You're always welcome, my love. All of you guys are always welcome to come. And so Amanda's question says, let's see, what do you guys like doing in the spare time? And when the guys aren't seeing you on a mission, sending you on a mission.
Yeah, she
That is
left a while.
that's definitely a laughable one. Thank you, Amanda, for that one, because they're always sending us on mission. But what do I like to do in a spare time? Actually, now, I love to color, read, and listening to music on my own time. Like, that's how I vibe now. Like, I literally just put in music, and but music that uplift me. And I've been very into Tony's music. Even though I play it over and over and over, something else will pop up. Something else will give me like a spark of like, oh snap, okay, all right. And I also vibe to whatever my spirit wants at the moment, but I do vibe every single day on music and just chilling. And whether I want to say that it's my time only, that is, as there's a lot of laughter because because once you clear once you rewire your brain, once you do that work for yourself, once you go so deep that there's noises, but when there's noises, you can figure out what the noises are coming from. Or you can figure out that there's an energy that you came across and now the noises stayed and you got to go clear it out. So once you go that deep into your loving yourself, because that's what loving yourself is, that's what the self-care is. This is why, you know, my guides are always saying, well, you know, you can call yourself this the self-care fairy if you want at this point, because you know you have been able to break all the boundaries and all the barriers, even though when things have come my way, like today in my house, if you were in my house, if you were with somebody else, you would have probably ran away. You would have run away. You would have run away. That's what they're saying. You would have run away if you wouldn't done this work. But because you did all the work, all you had to do was go outside, breathe, dance for a little bit, put on some incense, take some light medicine, herbal light medicine, and let's go back in there. And that's all I had to do. Oh, wait, there's a map. And then the thoughts come through. Oh, I got to do this, I got to do that. Oh, okay, this is how it works. But you know, it takes time for your mind to be there. And if that's something that we are right now, if that's where some of us are right now, because that's where the guys are leading me to, then showing up for yourself every single day and doing the work for you without the interruption of the world, it is the work that is required. It is the work of going deep in it with that. Because if you go out in the world and you entertain the energy will follow you. That will follow you, and you wouldn't know how to clear it out. So that's definitely. And what else do I like to do? I also love to dance. I love to sing. I love to spend time with people that are in the same vibration or higher, because lower, it really takes me down to me clearing a lot of energy, leaving the situation. So I vibe, but I also vibe at that level because my guides will protect me and guide me and to how to deal with it now. But prior to my practices that I have today, I'm speaking a year ago or a year and a half ago, that this practice that I do now wouldn't allow me to, it's been a year and some change of it. How about you, Dee?
My thing right now, because I was thinking while you were answering, learning myself.
Relearning, yeah.
Yeah, because it's like it's a brand new life for me.
Yes.
So I'm learning DeAnna and learning how to accept myself and love myself and forgive myself. I was the other day crying about something. I'm like, boo, you need to forgive yourself of that. Why do you keep torturing yourself by reliving that? You did the best that you could with what you had, where you were. And I said, okay. And then, I brushed myself off and was like, okay, I'm cool now, Right.
Let me cry a little bit more and then I'm cool.
Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Right. Right. And also in doing that, I'm learning, because eventually I'm going to move from this house. So I'm in a process of looking through everything and transmuting the energies of the original owners, in addition to, if it was something I've had 10 years, I need to get rid of it. I really do. Why do you still have something from 10 years back? Why? Okay. So I was in my pantry last night, and also, I've been watching this anime,
Ooh.
and it's really amazing, because the main character, he died,
Uh-huh.
and however, scientists was able to capture his essence and put it in it was two sides of it. They basically put him in a like a mecha bot, and one individual that captured him first, because they made copies of his brain, and you'll see why I'm sharing this with you. They made copies of his brain pattern. Okay, so when he died, one type of people got a hold of his body and was able to harness his essence from his brain, and they were peaceful and they wanted to help him ascend. However, the leader was influenced to use him for military reasons. So he became really aggressive and confused as to why he was still on this plane.
Yeah.
And then there was another copy, so he kept seeing the other copies and telling them, "You are not me." And he kept trying to kill the other copies. And one of the other copies wasn't so distorted and angry. And the other one was like, first of all, who are you? I'm me. And what do you mean I'm a copy? Right. And what I'm sharing that to say is because there was so much downloads in it. And I was listening to it while I was cleaning out my cupboard. This is where I'm going. There was so much in my pantry that was expired, that was becoming rancid, or if that's the right word. And I related that to the anime because the fact that his essence was used and held here where he did not want to be, and then manipulated to fight for them. He became so out of his mind, and it was almost like torture. So that was, I felt like, I'm like, okay, I'm you, boo. I'm you. So I'm literally
This is this is where quantum stuff comes in. Yeah.
yes.
This is
I'm
the energy of the quantum field too. And also so put that in the chat so we can watch that because that's fire.
okay. I will.
I also put the Instant Stick website on the chat. But there's also a movie with Will Smith about this. Queen, yes.
I
Yeah,
might know it, but tell me.
I don't remember, but Spirit is saying that that's the same concept of the movie that Will Smith is in. That he had to go and kill the clones and go get the clones and stuff.
Are you talking about iRobot?
No, it's not iRobot. This is one of the most recent movie that he made. But it's gonna come.
His clone, right? Okay,
When he
I'll
was
look it up.
younger,
Yes,
all that stuff.
yes,
So that's on
yes,
there.
yes.
And funny enough that you said this about what you were watching, because the movie that I was watching last night it's this same thing. It's about the spirits, about what the spirits go through, and how they get confused in the worlds. So I put that movie into our chat so you
I
can.
was watching it this morning too, so it's been so much. It's been so much. So I will put that in the chat as well too. Oh my gosh.
I was also another movie that I did watch, and this is why I tell you. So for Amanda, I know that you're watching, and for everybody that's watching now or later. So Amanda, this is the stuff that my guides take me on. So this is why I love the journeys. So I don't mind doing the stuff that they send me on, because they send me on to watch movies for the show, because I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know the conversation, but they know the conversation. So they sent me on this movie to watch this movie yesterday that has a lot to do with what you were watching, because we were working on the same thing but different. You know what I'm saying? Do you get it? Because this is like, what, guys? Like, what? So Dee was on her mission last night with her. She was doing her clearing. She was doing her thing. She was listening to her inner voices. So her inner guidances right? Because this is what we've been asking you guys to do from the very beginning, because this is crucial, because the outside world doesn't want you to go within, right? But we're going to go backwards here. We're going to go backwards here so that we're going to get to know you, right? But get to know you with the right guidance, right? The guidance of your guides and your helpers and your friends, your fairies, your angels, your mermaids, your aliens, whatever you chill and you're vibing with, whatever family members you're vibing with. But you got to go within. This is what we're talking about, the going in part. This is why we're like always like, yes, cool, like, did you do this? Yeah, this is why. Because, you know, for a while ago, we said, we're going to teach you how to do these things. And if you haven't done so, then you're going to have to go and watch these replays, because these replays got nuggets within nuggets within nuggets. Within nuggets.
Right.
So, yeah, so the other movie that I watched was Raya last night. Yeah, she speaks of dragons, and she, you know, Raya and the something dragon. I can look it up right now and send you. But it had to do with the water, it had to do with fires, it had to do with the spiritual beings of these things. And you know, it was I believe it's a Japanese movie also. And I went to the dollar store to go pick up a coloring book, right? And yeah. So to go pick up a coloring book for my love and my relaxation, my relaxation time at night, because you know I vibe with that. And Spirit said, we're not shopping, we're just looking. To the dollar store, you hear me?
Right. How come I can't? Can I
Dollar
touch?
Tree
It's
is
like
my
you can't
favorite
touch
place.
either. You can't touch it either.
We're just coming in here to see something.
Wow.
So I went in there, and what we needed to go see was the coloring book of Raya.
Ooh.
And I was like, oh, so I must be watching this tonight, huh? Couldn't find the movie anywhere. My husband, that usually finds the movie, you know, whatever. And Spirit said, why don't you try this? So I went and I tried it. Boom, watched the movie. I loved it. I was like, what? Joining forces to bring the light to the world so that we can love each other and we can bring peace into the world so we can do it together and all of these things. And, you know, boom, yeah. And I was like, what? This is what we're vibing with right now, huh? So, and then we're having this conversation today. So that's why I don't mind going on an adventure with my team, because they bring me to what I am working for, which is the energy of the whole and the collective. They just give me clues, and I follow the clues and the nuggets, and I enjoy them, because hello, to watch a movie, I asked my kids, do you want to watch it? No, we don't want to watch it. We're watching something else. And you know, when we all are watching something, we watch it together. But last night we were, you know, my guide said, well, you need to concentrate. And when we're watching it together, everybody's there, everybody's like doing their own thing. So I was in this room with my babes in my lap, just watching this movie. And as I was watching it, it was saying things to me, but I was like, okay, but. And then today we're speaking about it. So I love that. So thank you, Amanda, for sparking that into the conversation, because that was definitely something.
I found a show with Will Smith. It's called Gemini Man.
There you go.
I found that, and I also put the other one, Kina, Bridge of Spirits. That movie that you put in the Femme Flame. Been trying to keep up, Boo, because you've been dropping some stuff. So I'm trying. Right, fire. They just be channeling. Okay, do this. Wait, I need to back up. When you said we watch movies together, and all I heard was triggered for me. And the reason being is because I'm trying to be me and be myself, and I've done so many things for others to people please. So yeah, that triggered me. And then, because all I could hear was like, okay, what if they didn't want to watch it with you? What if your husband didn't want to watch it? You know, what if they didn't want to? Or if that's not where their frequency was at that time? And then the guide said, no, boo, you need to go by yourself because you get distracted. You kicking it with them. They talking. Someone's asking you, Mama, can we get something to eat? No, you need to pay attention to what you need to receive
For you, yeah.
for you, so you then can go out and conquer the world. Or excuse me, not conquer, because we're not conquerors. We're sharing light and love, you know.
We're
And
exploring.
yes, yeah, and we can't do that if we're distracted. So I wanted to share that with you because I was not too bad triggered, not too bad, just a little. It was like a little poke. Pew. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, I see you, I see you. We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it after the show. But you know, the reason why they have me bring that up is because I also have that. I also had that thing, so I can speak on it as well. I used to get mad because you know we wanted to do family night, we wanted to do movie night and family night and stuff, and so Saturdays, my husband is a video gamer, and if you live with a video gamer, you know what that is. I don't even
I love
describe
you.
that because I know you know. So into knowing now that after my awakening, I said, "What once all this stuff comes together for us, you're gonna have your own room. We're gonna build you a little castle so that you can play because it is very noisy up in here, and I'm gonna need some harmonizing in this house."
Right. Hello.
So you know, that's why I have my bell. That's why I burn incense. If you were wondering why I buy so many incense, well, you know, I live with a video gamer, and I'm also a spiritual queen. So yeah, that's right. They come at me all the time. But yeah, so that was the thing. That's it's. I mean, now it's just like, oh, nobody wants to watch a movie today. Okay, I'm gonna go kick it over there. You know, watch the movie because I'm supposed to be watching this movie because this movie has some jam in it that I need for my life, for this
I'm proud.
diamond that I'm creating.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you because you didn't allow the fact that they didn't want to watch it stop you from learning, you know, because we're all one, but we're individually separate in a separate piece of source. Co- Collectively, we make up, you know, source and it's, you know, the whole. But they're still, even as twin flames, you're still separate of the one soul. You're still two souls of
Yeah.
the one. So you're still separate. So you're going to have different karma. You're going to have different generational thing going on. You're still going to be separate. So I'm very proud of you,
I'm so
boo.
proud of us. I'm sorry, Greg, I didn't mean to laugh. I was laughing at what Amanda said in the
You
chat.
were, you were okay. You know,
Amanda, welcome to the tribe, babes.
right.
Yes, you got to listen to your inner guidance. You got to stop listening to the internet because the internet doesn't have all the answers. You guys do, and that's something that I learned throughout my way, and also allowing them to speak to others so that I can receive the messages if I wasn't listening to the message. So this is why they're sending you to watch Sailor Moon, because that is something that you can understand. That is something that you can vibe with and something that you can relate to. So they're sending you there because one, the what you're seeing in meditation, it is what they want you to see in real life. And they want you to find a gem of what they need, right? Of what you're watching. And if you're going to do the Googling yourself, instead of just listening and okay, so all right, so so this is what's going on over here, but Liam is watching Woody over there and Buzz. Okay, let me go watch Woody and Buzz because Woody and Buzz might have what you're trying to give me over here, right? It is as simple as that for the guys. we under, you know, we put too many stuff in it. It's simple. They make it very simple for us. Something I said for like, oh, I thought of something and now I'm in the bathroom and I see it.
Girl, slow down. That's all.
Yeah, I'm gonna slow down for 2 seconds.
Not you, Amanda.
I'm like, I'm gonna slow down.
Yeah, just slow down, and you'll see it, Amanda. Just relax,
Yeah.
and don't and remove the expectation of I want to understand this or I gotta know, and then it has to come this way. So just relax, because girl, I know that even the lives that you come and you listen to us, we answer all types of stuff that you've been asking for.
Yeah.
I know that we do. Everybody, all of us, even us.
I
We get
know.
aha moments during the show. I know you see our faces like, okay, I see you. What I just said,
Every
wow.
time you see me go like this, it's me having to happen. Like, oh, that happened. Every time. Queen, can you believe that we've been vibing all this time and the time is already up and we gotta like, what?
No, no. Hey, we can do it again tomorrow. Watch out. Mm-hmm.
It went by really quick. We can do part 2 tomorrow because this was pretty cool. I love the fact that we can vibe that way and just be us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? So if we don't have any questions in the chat, and if we don't have anything else in the chat, I'm gonna go ahead and pull a card. I'm gonna ask the beautiful energies to come along, and whoever wants to come out and give us some extra guidance and extra jam for us. But we also gonna ask all the energies that are not allowed to be in the conversation to please step out so that we can receive the guidance of the beings of the light. Because you know that's important, and that's what I say every day when I am in the back. If you're ever wondering what is that she mute herself for, this is what she mutes herself for. Because I'm asking permission to the guides and all the energies, and asking them to please leave if they're not allowed to be in this conversation, and please stay if you are, because the being from the light are gonna bring it. They always bring it, you know. They bring it.
Yes, they do.
Yeah. I have lost the book to my other cards, but the angels are saying, but you are already doing it, and I was like, oh, okay, thank you. See, we told you you don't need the cards, and I'm like, oh. You know, like I have moments like that because they told me a long time ago, like, oh, you know, this is only for the cameras because you know they need it. Yeah, look at that. The Miriam sisters are coming through.
Ooh.
Sacred vision.
Ooh.
All right, when we were speaking about going within and all these beautiful things, finding a treasure within you, this is what we're speaking about. Choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundary. This is the first time we pull this baby ever. It has the 3 little flowers. You know, the one that it's not in the live today. Willow. Wow. The sun goddess. The moon goddess. All right. And you know how we do. Yep. The sacred vision. This is why we speak about sacred things, and we love to, you know, go deep within that and receiving the guidance. I'm gonna read all of the definitions. We never pulled this card before, and it's on page 104 if you're into numbers. All right. The Miriam, which means the beloved. are twin flame angels who come as one. They are mirror image of each other. They are the angels who appeared to Mary Magdalene in the tomb of Jesus after his passing. These angels spoke directly to Mary to help her move beyond the grief so that she was able to communicate with the Jesus once more. They can help us move beyond the cloud of grief too. They heal grievance of all kinds, including ones that have been created by religion or ideas that God does not love and accept us because of the mistakes we once made. The mirrors help us remember that we don't need to ask God for forgiveness because he never condemned us in the first place. That is deep, sister. Very deep. So I'm going to go ahead and breathe it in for all of us.
Breathe that in. Breathe that in. Oh my God.
For all of us. For all of us. There's a real opportunity for you to move beyond grief or grievance at this time. The mirrors are here, swirling the holy light of all around you so that you can regain a sense of union with spirit. A sense of union with spirit. When Jessie was speaking about coming together, becoming the union, right? Speaking to spirit, speaking to source, allowing source to do the work. This is it. So you can find that union with your spirit, so you can speak to it. You are loved beyond words. Choose to see the light of God in everyone and everything and to love without boundaries. Honor others and honor yourself with your sacred vision. You are in a space of deep healing and forgiveness. Ow. Choosing to see the light of the world will help you grow even more. It is not choosing about the person that you are today, but choosing the person who are you becoming so that you can see beyond. Right? The healing process, getting up in there, deeper and deeper, really, the methods that we gave you on the beginning of the show, that was for a reason, the good and the bad, because you need to find out the bad, right? So you can let it go, because that's not holding you anymore, right? Sisters are here to guide us to the sacred vision. I hope you have one, and if you don't have one, it is the time to create one. Thank you so much for your presence. Thank you so much for your energies. Thank you so much for being here and doing it every single day for all of us and for the world and for the nations and for all the corners of the world, because we are here to do this on a quantum level. Thank you. And so it is, boo.
It is so. It is so. Oh my gosh, we can do a show just on that card. Okay? Oh my gosh.
Wow, that was very strong. It was very strong. It came out like, whoof. Any last words, like Willow will say, D, because we are on the top of the hour. I mean, I don't mind, but the algorithm and all that good stuff, and
Right.
about that, but we want to keep it to the time, and we want to offer blessings and love, because we want to respect your time and our time and everybody's time. What is time? But you know what I mean.
Yes. Tiffany said, yes, please do a show on it. So yes, we definitely will, because that was deep. That was deep. It's going to break a lot of, it might trigger a lot of people too.
It's okay.
Yeah.
No, we're here for all of it. We're here to, because when we trigger, we heal.
Yes.
We can heal that stuff together. Right? You don't have to find a place. We can do it instantly, right here, right now.
Yes, yes, yes. I put the write-up of the card in the chat as well too. Mm. Well, I do agree that we need to go ahead and hear. And plus, we can't give it all to you in one day. Hello, you won't come back tomorrow if we tell you everything today, right? So we got to hook you and keep you coming back for more. We love you so much, Queens, and feel really thankful and honored to be on this journey with all of you. Um, keep on keeping on, keep moving, keep um, rising, and keep asking questions. Some great questions today. Great questions today.
Yeah.
Um, that's all I got. That's my last words. Bam. What's your? Did you already say Did you already say your
I
last
did
word?
say mine, but I want to say continue being like the wild waters. Continue to be in water. Continue to do you and be you. And if you need anything, you know where to find us. We're here. We love you so much. If we don't get to you directly onto the DMs, it's because our world is shifting on a quantum level, and we're getting it together so that we can continue serving you and serving us. Right? Serving us and serving you, because we have to serve us before we serve you. So yeah, we love you, and we'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Mwah.